What is up, everyone? Ooh, let me just fix this before I show too much. What is up, everyone? If it's your first time, welcome to my video. If you're a returning subscriber, how's it, what kind? You probably know by now what that stands for. But anyway, let's get into today's video. Anyway, in the last Thursdays, like the last 2 or 3 Thursdays, I've been posting stuff about au pairing. If you don't know by now, I am an au pair. And so I decided to do a Q&A about it / mukbang. My host family bought Wingstop. I have some here because they bought a lot. Guys, I love my host family. Can we just clap for the host families that feed you? Anyway, they bought some Wingstop and I was gonna do a Q&A. So I'm gonna be eating in this Q&A. Yeah, Q&A Wingstop. So I have my wings as usual. I have water because I always get thirsty, and then I have tea. In case you haven't noticed, pink has been my favorite go-to and rose gold. But yeah, I have tea. Don't ask me why I have tea. I'm just wishing for tea. I didn't have tea today. Once again, if you've seen my other videos where I have to ask questions, I record with my phone, hence why I have my laptop, because my laptop has my questions. But yeah, let's get into it. I'm super hungry. So the first wing I am gonna have from Wingstop. This is a lemon and herb one. I really like the lemon and herb. I like all things spicy. I mean, not spicy, yes spicy, but all things sour. Sour and me. Anyway, first question is it worth leaving home and being in a different country? How is it worth leaving home and being in a different country as an au pair? I would say yes. Reason being is, number one, I was not running away from any problems at home. Actually, I'm lying, I probably was. But when you travel and you get to see the world, your mind opens up and you learn different cultures, you learn different stories. You meet people. I just think like there's more than just your province or your community or your town. There's so much out there in the world, and like you get to meet people, you get to see who you are as a person. I know the first time I left, I was like scared, but like I got to know myself, what I like, what I don't like. I got to travel. It forced me to come out and make friends with people because I'm in a whole new different country. It forced me to speak up for myself and say, actually no, I don't wanna. So I think it's worth leaving home, even if you do it for a year or you try it. I always tell people, like, try it. If it's not for you, it's not for you. You can always go home. Like, you can be like, yo, this contract is up, I want to go home. I'm still eating another lemon and herb one. But yeah, I'm bummed that I didn't do more research into other countries. I'm enjoying America, but I feel after my first 2 years I could have went to another country and then come back here. That's just my opinion. Next question. Is it a long-term possibility for you? Like, I don't know what they mean, if it's a long-term possibility like for me, or is it a long-term possibility in general? I honestly don't know. I know you can come for a year, you can extend for another year. However, I don't know if it's like a career in a sense. I don't know. Some people, I don't know how they do it. Like, I'm not even gonna lie, I don't want to give bogus lies and all that stuff, but guys, this is how you eat chicken. I'm gonna show you how the Americans eat chicken. They leave so much meat on the bone. I'll show you. I'll show you how they eat wings. Every time it's too late, I'll show you. But yeah, so long term, I don't know. I'm in my second year, so, and I extended, so I can't give you advice on long term. If you're in a pair and you're doing long term, comment down below, tell me. But I really don't know. That was that. This is like the spicy one, but it's like a sweet barbecue one. This is how Americans eat it. Look how they're eating. Well, just watch. And then they're done. You see, they leave it like this. That's how you should eat it. This is how you shouldn't eat it. They leave it like that. This one is spicy. Okay. I've never had this one before. Oh my gosh. This one's spicy. If you want good wings, Wingstop is really nice. I enjoy their wings always. This is the one they always get for me, barbecue, because I like it. This is honey barbecue, and the one I had is like a spicy, sweet chili vibe. Yeah, this is honey barbecue. It's like barbecue that's sweet based. Next, what's the biggest pro? So what's the biggest pro about au pairing, and what's the biggest con for me? So what's the biggest pro and what's the biggest con for au pairing for me? The con is when they say you're going to travel all the time. When you look at the brochures, they make it feel like you're going to travel every day and you're basically not going to do work. But it is a job, and you still have to do work. 90%, or like I would say 80% of the time you're doing work and 20% you're traveling. And that's for people who work on weekends. Like some people don't work on weekends. That's the con. What is the pro? You get to travel, you get to experience other people's cultures. I feel like if that's my host dad just like singing. I'm actually gonna leave this in here. I'm gonna leave this in here for you. This is my host dad. He knows who he is. He's literally just like rapping up the stairs. Pro is you get to experience other people's cultures. You get to, it's yes guys, living and working in the same place. You get to learn so much about yourself. You get to learn so much about other people. You get to learn what you like, what you don't like. You get to travel, even though it's not as much. I know I said a con is like the traveling part, but there's like places where you get to go and you still get to feel safe in a sense, because if you just came on your own and you moved here, you could go missing for months and nobody would know, because nobody here really knows you. Whereas with au pairing, I could disappear the whole week and they would be looking for me, you know. So that's a pro. This is not extra hot, but it's basically like curry powder and chicken. I don't know how I feel about this. Guys, I had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I had 6 days and I'm still gonna have more because I'm like, that's done. I'm starving. I haven't eaten the whole day. Pro. Oh shit. The pro is, yeah, I would say making friends, traveling, trying new things, seeing the American lifestyle, those things. Would you recommend au pairing as a career? If you have patience. That's what I'm gonna say. If you have patience, okay. If you legit have patience, go for it, darling. What are the things you would look for in a host family? Honestly, I would look for genuineness. Like stuff like being genuine can't be faked. Genuineness. I want to say friendliness, but like there's so many people that are friendly and they just overcompensate, and then once that wears off, it's like, what is the one thing I looked for in a host family? I looked for, you have to have chemistry with your host family. And what I mean is that, like, so you go on the app and they're on the app, and I'll make an example like with dating. It's either you have chemistry with someone or you don't. And that's the same thing. When you speak with your host family, you have to have chemistry. You have to have, conversation has to be like effortless in a sense, where you guys talk. Of course, in the beginning, it's still like nerve-wracking. You don't know one or whatever. But like, you have to feel like you can have a conversation with them, and it's not just work, because you are going to live with them at the end of the day. Your shift is going to be from 9 to 5 or 3 to 4, whatever. And then when you knock off, you still want to have a relationship with those people. And so you're coming from your country into another country, look at it this way, coming from another country into another country to date someone, you have to have chemistry. You have to at least spoken to them on the phone, like get to know them, or like just you'll know you just know when you're speaking with the right family, and there's just conversations where it just flows, and you become like, the first time you try to be permanent partner, like you try to do things perfect. And even my friend said that her and her whole family would like send video notes, or I don't know what this thing is called. They would take email and then they send videos to one another, for example. And for her in the beginning, she'd always try and have her hair perfect, her hair 101% and everything. And then she realized, like, you know what, stuff it, they're gonna see me at my worst because I'm living with them. And so she just, not to say she was looking like a true monster, I doubt she could ever, but she just relaxed a bit. And I think when that happens, you have the right host family. And don't be caught up in all the paperwork and just the thing of like, oh, they're not texting me, they're not doing this and nothing. Like, we didn't do that. My host family, and I love my host family. We have a great relationship. It's just like when you do the interview, there's certain things, like also when you bring an interview to your host family, ask them about the food situation, ask them about traveling situation, ask them about your curfew. Like, some au pairs have a curfew. I don't know how I feel about that ish, but that's a topic for another time, because giving a grown-ass woman a curfew just blows my mind. But anyway, ask them if you have a curfew. Like, there's so many things you ask him as much as possible, because you rather be over prepared than under prepared. You don't want to come here and suddenly they're like, actually, we need you to be in the house by 10 o'clock. And if you're around my age, 10 o'clock is where stuff actually happens. And 10 o'clock is like, you're still out eating dinner, or you still like dancing. You don't want to be home by 10 o'clock. Or you would love to not have that restriction. Let's put it that way, because I'm making it sound like I always come home 10 o'clock. No, you would love to have that freedom, to not feel like, oh my gosh. However, if you're taking advantage, then I'm not in for it. But yeah, thank you so much for watching my video. I am going to give myself more of the Wingstop. But I hope you like this video. I just wanted to come on, answer, and do a little Wingstop mukbang. But yeah, see you guys. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And turn on your post notifications to see next week. No, not next week. Thursday's video. Not next week, because we post every Monday and Thursday. Turn on your post notifications to see Thursday's video. Okay, bye.